Hi guys, welcome to this third video in the Up and Running with Symfony series. My name is Axel. In this video I'll go over the basics of storing data in your database and afterwards collecting that data for front-end display. In my previous video I explained how to set up a database connection and creating your first entity and mapping it to a table in your database. If you don't know how, check it out. I'm going to pick up where we left off in that video. To refresh your memory, we have just one entity in our bundle called product. Mapped it to our database, to the product table. I'm going to show you right here in SQL Pro. We have the product table. The entity has just a basic couple fields, name, stock keeping unit, and price. So let's get started, shall we? I'm going to go ahead and create a product controller, which will have two methods. One to link to an overview of products and another to save new products to the products table. I'm going to go ahead and be lazy and just copy the default controller. Let's change this one. Get rid of this crap. Call this overview action. Makes more sense. Now we need a route to get to this controller method. Let's do that first. Now when you install Symfony, your routing configuration is done with annotations. However, I'm not a big fan of using annotations for your configuration because I believe configuration does not belong in your classes scattered all over the place. But I'm going to save that discussion for another time. I am going to remove the annotations and replace them with a YAML file instead so I can do this tutorial the right way. So hold on. I'm going to remove them in the default controller as well. However, we're probably not going to use it anyway. I'm going to head over to get rid of that. Config routing.yaml. I will create this one in just a minute. And we have the home page, which has the path slash default index. Okay. Overview, which will have the path products. Product overview. Okay. So now that's done, I'm going to check if the YAML file indeed works the way it should. Close this up and refresh my local host. Okay, everything seems to work exactly the same. Now we need a template which will contain an overview and a simple form for adding products. I'm going to go ahead and create that one in the resources directory. Views. I'm going to create a new directory right here for the products. Call it products. Overview.html.twig. Products overview. And I'm going to have a list here. And I'm going to cycle through the products. I'm just going to presume we're going to have a products array in this template. So for products in products, and I'm going to print out product.name and product price. in US dollars. maybe print out a warning here if no products are found. So if products, when you use the twig filter length is 0, I'm going to print out a warning saying no products found. Head back over to the overview action in our product controller. And here I'm going to get all the products from our product table. Create a variable here, products. And I'll get the doctrine instance, get the entity manager, and I'll need the product repository. So I'll do get repository, add bundle, products. And I want all the products in this view, so I'll use a method to find all. Okay, and I'll return a rendered view, which will be the view we just created. This one. And I'll put the products array in there. Okay, so we'll head over to our browser again and see if that works. Remember the path is /products. Okay, so no products are found, which is what we expected because there is nothing in our database yet. I'm going to add form to our products overview so we can add products. Just create a basic form here with a post methods. Product name, products stock keeping units, price, and a submit button. We also need or btn add a value add products. Okay, let's see. That should look about right. Maybe add another break here. I'm not really going to put a lot of time into fancying it up. Now we need a method to process our form. Let's go ahead and create that one as well. I'm going to call it add action. So I'm going to create a new method here. We also need to create a route for this method. So I'm going to head over to my routing.yaml file again and add another route. Product add. Let's use that path. Gonna have it point to the add method that we just created. Now I just want to allow the methods, the HTTP method post, just for standardization reasons. Okay. Now we can only access this route using the post method. Now that we created that route, we can print the paths in our templates using the twig function paths. So I'm going to print out the path to that controller methods. in our action attribute, which will be product at. Okay. Hit refresh. Check it out. The path is in fact printed out in our template. Great. Now let's complete the controller method so our new product is saved. We are going to create a new product. And we're going to get the information from our form through the request object, which is injected directly into our controller method. I'm going to use request get name and request get price. Now we are saving our price as an integer in our database, so I will be removing the decimal point. I'm just going to do it very simple with string replace. I'm going to look for this one, replace it by nothing. This is just so we have an integer to put into our database. Now maybe we'll set the stock keeping unit as well. Okay, now we use the entity manager to retrieve all our products right here. We're going to use the same entity manager to create a new product for us, a new record in our database. I'm going to save it in a variable because we're going to use it twice. One time to persist, and one time to flush the products. And once we processed our products, we can redirect back to the overview action. I'm going to use products overview again. Return redirect to routes. Let's see if this works. I will add a new product called t-shirt. And this t-shirt will have the stock keeping unit code. I'll just use something TS2500. And the price will be $25. I'm going to add this product. And now we get redirected to the products overview. And as we know, the overview action will retrieve all the products in our database and they will get printed in our template, as we can see here. We're looping over all the products and printing out the name and price. Back to our table. We have a new record called t-shirts with all the information that we provided in the form. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. As always, if you have any questions, post them in the comment section below. I try my best to answer them as soon as possible. Thanks for watching.